American Indian art.
Alrighty, we're here at the Antique Native American Art Show, American Indian Art Show in Santa Fe, talking with John Morris, who really is one of the founders of the show, and when it's then is also one of the co-producers or producers of Woodstock. So
I'm afraid I was the head of production. Yeah.
we're standing in front of a legend over here.
Which is why he's sitting.
And John, if you could just take us a quick tour, we'll follow you along
All right.
on some of the significant booths and all of that.
Great. Well, we're very lucky this year. We've gotten a really major group of quality dealers, the best there are in the business. So let's go see a few.
Okay.
And then
Well, we'll just follow.
I think it'll be easier for him.
Oh, to hold it?
Yeah, and I'll just follow.
Oh, do you
Why
want me
don't
to
you
walk?
just
Is it
hold
easy?
it?
All right, fine. Yeah, all right.
And we'll just follow. It'll be easy.
You can just talk into
Yeah. Well, this exhibit here to the right is been put together by Malcolm Grimmer and Tom Cleary, his right hand. And what it is a collection, probably the most major collection of fabulous moccasins that anybody's ever had at one time. I see a lot of red dots, so I think some of them have moved along. And we caught Brent Blackley here in his booth eating lunch. They do that. But Brent has material from all over the place. East Coast, Eskimo, Northwest Coast. Just really fine quality material. And up here, we've got Four Winds Gallery from Pittsburgh and John Hill Gallery from Scottsdale. John is an expert on kachinas and weavings of the Southwest, and John Crenna, who owns Four Winds Gallery, who's there with his assistant Elizabeth, seems to collect the most amazing jewelry in the world. They just bring it out. Actually, every year when they set up a table out here, and they sort the jewelry to set it up, and everybody suddenly shows up and watches over their shoulders and buys things over their shoulders because they've got such really good material. So let's continue along a bit. If I know where you are, that's a little easier. So this is Russell Clore. Russell has a gallery called Clear Sky, which he runs out of Sonoma, California. Russell's been an auctioneer, a dealer in the Indian business, and a friend for a lot of years. So, great weavings, great baskets. Well, you've done this show with us from the beginning.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, great.
Proud to be an inaugural member.
Well, that's why you got a good position.
Yes, I'm holding on to it too.
Over here on the right, you want to go ahead and just go in there a bit. You have a combination of Northwest Coast material and phenomenal baskets from James Economos' gallery in Santa Fe on Canyon Road. And on the other side of the street, you have Morningstar Gallery, who have the big pieces of pottery here and the weavings. And the two of them have cooperated to do this booth together. So let's move along. Great beaded vest over here with the riders on it.
Steve Nelson, Captain John?
Steve Nelson's not here.
Not here.
You have to come up and look at these shelves, which Brian has. They're the most amazing thing I've ever seen. They got the whole bunch of them. They're holding the baskets here and over there, and they found somebody who had the whole bunch, and I think they bought them for about, well, I can't say how much, but it was less than $100 a piece. So if we pan over here to the left, Michael Smith has been an Indian gallery rug institution for many years. He's also spent an awful lot of time working on clearing up the Santa Fe River and clearing out the trees and places that they've choked up the view and choked up the environment on the Santa Fe River. But he lives in Hawaii now. He left Santa Fe last year, went back to Hawaii, and he showed up just in time when somebody bailed and was not able to do this booth. And he had a ton of rugs, obviously, and he's pulled them out, and they're just beautiful weaves. The man knows what he's doing. So over here on the right, we have Barry Friedman, Barry does the Pendleton and other blankets of that era, has written a whole bunch of books on Pendleton blankets and beaver blankets, and does the shows every year. Manages to find a chance for conversation with everybody. And on your left here, we have Jan Musial, who's from Flagstaff and has been dealing up in Flagstaff for many years with the Navajo. So you see a lot of Navajo paintings there. The smaller one up there is Tony Abeta, who's become a major artist. And Jan represents a lot of people from up in the Four Corners area. So down here, we have the wonderful Amy, who works with Jeff Higginsbaugh, who has Calabasas Trading Post, and James Jeter. And if you get over there, the Buffalo, he supplies props for a lot of movies, and also has great material. But the Buffalo over there, if you can get around the guy, there he is, Jeff Higginsbaugh right there. No, come on in, come into the shot. We just talked to your booth, and you went away.
Yeah,
this is Jan Musial.
I was helping the guy.
But Jeff got a comb and a brush and sort of spruced up the Buffalo over there, gave it a bit of a fluff kick. So, how old's the Buffalo?
About 120 years old.
I figured it was needed a hair trim for sure.
But I still have to feed him once a week.
Okay. And he's got this great donkey here with a coffee grinder on the front of the saddle, which is real comfort. And a little bit of everything from the rooster to the corn. Down here, you've got Turkey Mountain Jewelry, and they have been from Vermont to Arizona to Colorado now, and they put together a great collection of material. And it's always, usually the place is, hi Dan, usually the place is full of people just looking at the jewelry and enjoying themselves. Been a good show?
Yeah.
Good. So let's make a left turn here. Over here you have Tad and Sandy Dale. That's Sandy Dale right there, who've been dealing in American Indian and Polynesian and African. How long now? Yeah. And you've got a Chilkat blanket up there and another Northwest Coast piece with whales on it, a tunic. And they have been friends for 30 years, more than that.
At least.
And
We're not counting.
I know, we quit counting. But always fabulous material. And they have a gallery in Santa Fe on San Francisco Street.
Second floor.
Second floor, you got to go up. And so let's continue along this way. Bye, Sandy. Down here on this side on the right, we have two of the best dealers in the business, period. And it took me a while to talk them into coming and doing the show. But if you can zoom in on that cradle down there, let's go around. But that's a quilled cradle in red quill work. Can we sneak in there? Good. And the shields are fantastic, and the other piece, which is a Plains painting, they had retired from doing the shows and for about 5-6 years. So a few good lunches and a whole bunch of persuasion, and they're back this year and having a good time. Okay, now behind you are two Santa Fe locals. Eric Erdos, who's been in this business since he was a child, and those are his moccasins up there. His dad was an ethnographer, and to the left, Susan Swift, a really switch lady who shares a studio with him and has, again, really wonderful jewelry. We have a lot of jewelry here, but it's really top quality. More? Okay. All right, let's back up and see if we can break through. See if you can break us through this gaggle. Thank you.
I need to go with these guys.
And over here we have a booth that's John Milloy on the left. That's John getting back on his phone again. John is also the president of ATATA, the Antique Tribal Art Dealers Association. And he has a gallery in New York where he has contemporary art as well as really great Native American material. You've got Northwest Coast bags up there and a Northwest Coast mask. And then down here what looks like an ancient pair of moccasins. So, is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll wrap it up then. If you turn behind me, these are the Goodmans. Another really good Chilkat blanket. They live in New Jersey, but have been involved in this business for years and years and years. And I think that's about the tour.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.